Okie dokie, let's get the music rolling. If I can remember what the hell music I had playing for this last fight. Oh, yeah.
Okay, never mind. It looks like I don't have that school thing tonight, so.
False alarm, but you were prepared just in case?
Yep.
Okie dokie, let's get back to the
Shenaniganery.
task at hand. As we get into episode 36, last time y'all found up yourselves in a Feywild, and now you're fighting a big ugly bastard with the help of some treants because Fenless is cool. And really, what else is there to say about it? Like, you guys are in the middle of a boss fight because we did kind of have to pause because Kel fell asleep. Ooh. And we need to see how many boofings this thing can survive. So in that case, oh shit, I'm gonna have to pull out. Ah, fuck. Snake's not here. I have to pilot all his character. Oh boy. Shit, I forgot about that. So let me just pull up a bunch of character sheets. Oh lordy. Oh my god, Roll20, please don't do this to me. I just need them to open and let me pop them out so I have them in the other window.
That's right, on mine it only shows me half the spells, and then when I scroll it shows the other half of the spells, so it's gonna be fun. So I have it preset on Moonbeam, ready to go.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure Treant is concentration. If you use Moonbeam,
oh, good call. Then
like, I'm gonna let you know ahead of time because you would in character know these things before you start. Like, I'm gonna drop Moonbeam and have Treants and this happening. It's like, you can't do that. Ah, fuck.
So I'm basically doing nothing then.
You got other spells.
Doesn't take concentration to sight the thing.
That is true too.
Well, you don't have to even get into melee. You do have ranged spells that don't require, like, anything. Just don't burn up all your as much as your big stuff, because you did use your best spell to drop these fuckers, but you got the posse for the next 2 hours, assuming you don't get hit. Okay, that's Eleanor. Where's the heck? There's the heck. Heck bot. And then I need terrain. Oh god, I need Arvin and Leo's too. Fuck.
You just have all the character sheets.
Well, Snake's not here, and Snake is currently playing effectively 3 characters.
I know.
I don't recall if he had any reason why he's not here right now.
Here.
So, winging it! That was... Okay. Terrain. Because Eleanor's up first. Fucking lord. I got over half the fucking initiatives under my control right now. Half of the things should be the DM playing with his miniatures while the players watch.
Thanks for the hosting, Garland. That was not in Roll20 yet.
Yeah. It will soon be time for the boofing to continue. Okie dokie. Which one is Eleanor's character sheet? I have like 6 open now. Okay, there's Eleanor's. There we go. Oh my god. It does not like me having so many open right now. Okay, let's just she's back there. Eleanor's just gonna keep it simple for now because I don't want to burn up all of Heck's good shit while Heck isn't here. Because I have mercy. We'll go with Song of Light on the big guy. Oh shit, I forgot to delete the chat history. That's probably why this is loading so terribly. God damn it, me. But whatever, 26 hits. Okay. Minus 20 HP from the light beam. And Eleanor's just going to fly her way up onto here. She can do that. Fenless, it is your turn. Your gank squad has begun their attack.
Now, I don't actually have to do anything for them aside from just ordering them to attack, right?
Yeah, as long as you order the treant to attack, the other two will do what he tells them to.
Alright, now
So you have a little chain of command. It just involves a lot of angry trees.
Does that count towards me being able to move and attacking, or am I still
Nope.
able to? Okay.
You just free action, like, kick his ass, and then you're good. They'll just do that until the thing is dead, or you tell them to, like, say, go break that, or something else.
Alright,
The orders take no action on your part. It's just a quick, kill it. Or do X.
Smush it.
Mm-hmm. Though, as I recall, one of them completely whiffed the attack.
Yup.
Alright, so I'm gonna move here. And we are going to Frostbite.
Okay. 1 second. There is a thing that needs to be further up. If I can get it out from under the fucking thing. Okay. Because that was under Jinx's control, and that needs to be seen, because it does things. Let me do its con save. This plus. This. Doesn't make it! So he takes 9 cold damage.
Nice.
And has a little layer of frostiness on him, and it's not good. And Kel, it's time for the boofening.
A boof?
Yes, it is the boof's turn.
As soon as my character sheet loads.
Mm-hmm. What's the religion check for?
Pray for help from Vernaya. I purified this one.
Not likely.
You hear nothing. That was your bonus
No.
action.
So what do I get to attack now?
Yeah.
We were in a
Fortunately, you had advantage on all of those.
because the big fuck off treants.
Yeah, right.
Hi, Heck.
Pretty much everyone has fucking advantage. Because flanking. Thanks, treants.
Flanking, or if you're Heck, anything in range of the enemy.
Speaking of the heck,
Which is
Yeah,
pretty much
the Heck has
everything
arrived.
else.
Welcome,
All
Heck.
Eleanor did for her turn was use Song of Light and do 20 points of damage to the big guy.
Oh, okay.
Because her turn was up next.
I forgot that we were in combat.
I didn't, but thankfully I can close 3 character sheets I had to have open now.
You are free.
Mm-hmm.
this week.
Okay. Let me see. Check its AC. The first and third hit. The second one, you underestimated your swing a little bit, so you didn't quite get through its thick hide. However, you still deal fucking, like, goddamn 50 points of fucking damage to this goddamn thing. Or let me see exactly. 49. So you still did a lot of damage.
I mean, kill this one is bleeding purple ooze.
Yeah.
I don't think Mama can help.
Well, he can still certainly try. And now it's this boy's turn. Excuse me. And he will... Like, just... You'll see this thing, like, kind of look around and survey its situation a little bit. Because, like, there's now 3 trees beating it. There's an orb of fire, like, clinging to it. He's got this fucking conga line of people in front of him, including a dude who yanked him closer with lightning. There's all kinds of shit going down. He's just like, fuck it. He's going to use his Unholy Eruption ability.
Oh dear God.
Okay, let me quickly find the stats for those treants again, because that's gonna be relevant. Let me see. Okay. I need... Boy, howdy, I need a lot of saves from... How long does this fucking thing reach again? Oh.
Oh dear God.
Well, Eleanor's flying, or does it not care?
It's
On a rock.
30-foot radius, so...
So basically, Fenless is safe. Fenless
Yeah,
is
like
back.
the old, like...
Yay!
Yeah, basically, if you're the front line here, Zyakio and Eleanor, you need to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy. On save.
All right, Arvin, big money, no whammy. Arvin's fucked. Leo's fine.
On saves.
You.
You.
Pissed.
You're
Yeah.
fine. Like, piss, max result, never mind. Con save from Eleanor as well, please. Mr. Heck.
He's probably trying to get up her. He's trying to get her character sheet up.
Probably.
Neck.
Snack. Here, I got it.
And she's in the air.
Yeah. Oh, and I need to make these saves for the treants too. Oh, this will be fun. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, those are all in sequential order, technically.
Slightly. Of
Oh
them,
my
the
God.
only one who made the save was Thought Destroyer. So, you know, the actual treant.
My endeavors to get food made me miss a con save.
Oh, so that's where you went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see, who failed? Giacchio just barely failed it. Arvin and Eleanor failed it. Everyone else is fine. Thought Destroyer just made it. Everyone else, the other 2 treants failed. So that's, well, not that it really matters to Eleanor. She still takes half damage for this because it's necrotic damage, but that's 45 points before being halved. So that's 45 is 23 to Celestine, Terrain, and Leo. So Kel takes 23 damage. And, oh, wait. Yeah, Eleanor also takes that because even though she failed, she has necrotic resistance. Terrain takes even less than that because he has necrotic resistance and he made the save. Fucking hell.
Lord.
Minus
Wait, I took
45.
22 damage?
23 damage because this thing did a giant AoE.
23, so...
Arvin, however, 45. Boop! Leo, minus 23. Doop. That much off of that treant. That much off of that treant. Only that much off of the actual treant. And as it uses Unholy Eruption, you hear the familiar roar of this creature as just the air around in that 30-foot radius seems to invert in color, like you could invert in paint, and then just boom, explode with necrotic energy.
Jesus Christ.
From the rudimentary knowledge most of you all have of dragons, you know of 0 dragons that do something like that.
Fuck is this shit?
Probably your uncle's doing, huh?
God damn it, Uncle, what'd you do this time?
I made that joke last week.
That's just gonna be a running gag for a while, probably. Alrighty, Arvin's turn.
That's from the Abyssal Flame Orb to it.
Does he make his dex save? His dex is still pretty bad.
If it makes it, it's half damage.
He don't make it, so that's another 15 damage to the big boy. Let's see, Arvin, your turn. You are not content with your situation now because, wow, that was a good chunk of your HP that just fucking evaporated. Oh my god. Roll 20, please. Load his stuff. Goddamn. There you go. Thank you. So in response to that, he's going to bust out his new toy if I can fucking... Show me his goddamn spell slots. Thank you. He's going to use his 1 4th level spell to cast this. Boop! And he crit on his first attack with it.
Yeah.
And then the follow-up hit at the same level. Boop! So, Shiaki, what you see is, after that, just whatever the hell this thing did, you see Arvin cough and then run his thumb along the dagger in his hand, which then elongates in this just spark of, like, silvery blue arcane light into a full-on longsword, and he just carves into this thing twice for a fairly meaty hit on that first blow.
Mm-hmm.
Total 39 damage. And with that is all he can do for other things, so that's his turn. Padma, you're up.
Let's just do this again.
That will miss because you don't have advantage.
I have luck points still.
You also have the DM inspiration, which is equivalently an extra luck point because I gave you that a couple weeks back for amusement.
So wait, I had to hit that again. Okay, so it's an additional d20.
Yeah, roll a d20.
Second
Yeah.
thing.
No, that's a d20. The actual roll on that first hit was a 3 plus your modifiers. So this would be a 15 plus 7. So that's a 22 to hit, which will actually hit it.
Oh, okay.
Which, indeed, as you're about to throw it, you like sort of think, just like shift slightly as you throw it, and you realize it was a good call because as it shifted from the blows, it would have flown past its head. Instead, you beamed it roughly in the left eye,
Ow.
and it lets out just this horrible, broken screech of pain.
And I have to leave for a little bit for dinner. When my turn does come around, I'm gonna bonus action activate Rite of the Frozen, which I preemptively ticked on my sheet. And I'm gonna try my new toy, Hunter's Wrath, on the next turn.
Okie dokie.
I will be
Just
back.
pop out your sheet.
Sorry.
Pepper. Oh my god, roll 20, please. Thank you, God, finally. So that's 31 plus 50% is extra 16 damage, so that's a total of minus 47 as the Dragon Slaying Lightning Spear just fucks up half this thing's face. And it is now... oh wait, hold on, shit. Fuck. Where did that go? I had it a second ago. God damn it. As you hear a different sort of bestial cry coming from down in this direction. And all of a sudden, coming out is, first of all, what you can only really describe as a hybrid of a bird, a panther, and some manner of shrubbery. As it like sort of pounces out, much like a cat pouncing on its prey, and like sort of this weird hissing noise.
Brethren.
That it sounds, you swear, like in the back of your head you say like it sounds like someone took a squeegee through like a demonic sound filter, kind of is what the noise this thing makes. And you see it like also like sort of just swat a little bit and something fly off its arm, and then you realize it was not alone. It had several little friends who all can only be described as flying angry mangoes. Although it doesn't seem particularly fond of them and seems to be treating them as like a minor nuisance at best. For it sees the situation at hand. Let me get to his turn.
Why is the Dauntless Beastie here?
Out of the forest.
It came out of the forest and it has angry mangoes around it. But this thing is native to here, so unfortunately, Well, unfortunately for you guys, it's here. Fortunately for you guys, it's going after the NPC first. Just gonna kind of shove this one mango aside, and it's gonna try to slash at this man. Twice with his claws. He will only get one successful hit of his 2 attacks. As you watch the guy just like turn and parry with his big old rifle, and then get caught by the second attack. Ugh. That's a total of 20 points of damage to your little friend here. And then it's time for the angry mangoes to do things. Because there is no allegiance, there is no mercy, there is only angry fruit. Really, really angry fruit. The Feywild is weird, y'all.
That's probably the only reason why I don't question the mangoes. It's just, oh, that's right, it's a Fey forest. Shit's weird, fam.
And they're just gonna spread out and just begin trying to fuck up people's shit with little teeny tiny fruit flavored eye lasers. And they are going to attack, let's see, Fenlis, Padma, Shiakio, and Snekbot. So Fenlis, what is your AC?
That is a really good question. What is my AC? Come on, load. 20.
20, okay.
These things are attacking with magic, right?
They are attacking with effectively cantrips, yeah. But they're not like spells.
Get out of here.
They're not spells.
Fifth.
It's
like, "Get
effectively
that
cantrips,
weak
but they're
sauce
not
out of
actually spells.
I said before I hit the button.
I was getting to that as you said that button.
The fuck is counter charm on my sheet again?
Okay, so wait, that's too many attacks. I rolled one more than there are actually angry mangoes attacking people. Jacquio got hit by a 24, Fenlis by a 20, Snekbot by a 22 and a 15, and Padma by a 13. So it misses Padma, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, my AC is 17.
Yeah, the one nearest you missed you. The one furthest back, the middle one of the 3 missed Snekbot. 22 hit Snekbot. The 20 hit Fenlis, and the other one take GR. The Giacchio takes 8 points of damage. Fenlis takes 10, and Snekbot takes 9. Just hit that for Fenlis real quick. Minus 10, and boop.
Thank you.
God damn, that was actually a fraction of your HP bar. I have exactly 90 health. You took 10 damage. Literally lost a ninth of your health in one attack from these things. It wasn't all that much from them. And at those of you hit, you just see this weird, like, orange beam from their eye just towards you. And on impact, you don't smell like singeing or thing. You just smell fruit, and you're like, what the fuck? What is this garbage?
Why do I smell like bananas?
Yeah, because it's not even like mangoes. No, it's like other fruit.
You're being attacked by sentient runts.
Oh, good God.
Okay. Meanwhile, your friend here,
Fruit-flavored candy.
fruit-flavored pain. Meanwhile, your friend here is not entirely thrilled about his current predicament. Or even the fact that there are more things attacking him than just big old Bone Boy over there. So, you watch him, he's been holding a rifle this whole time. He grips the front, like half of it, and then just, like, while he's holding it, he, like, tries to twist it apart. And indeed, it glows, twists apart, and now suddenly he's got 2 guns in place of the rifle. And with that, he will cast Marksman's Waltz.
Oh, are we about to get bullet hell up in this place?
Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, he can hit them all. My mistake, that should be a little bit higher. Okie dokie, so starting from left to right with big boy over there. That hits. He crits one of the mangoes. Hits that mango. Hits that. Hits that mango. That mango. And the last mango. So immediately you see the mango that attacked Jacquio just fucking get annihilated from existence. It doesn't matter what he actually rolled for damage on that one because it was a crit. It's auto dead. Just poof. Now I'll roll for damage on the rest of them.
It got pulped. I love the silence that resulted from that.
Mm-hmm. Alright, starting with big guy. Dupe.
Would you make me a cup of tea?
Dupe. Dupe.
It's all upstairs.
Dupe. 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 And indeed, as this is going on, just every time he shoots one of them, actually, I'm going to roll to see how much damage he would have actually done to the one he crit, just so I can see how dead it is. And I will show you what a crit from him with this spell looks like. Yeah, that's how much damage he did to the one that disintegrated, got crit.
Well, okay.
Yeah. So all the angry mangoes are unfortunately summarily just gone as he just starts.
There goes my plan.
What was your plan?
I was going to have Snackbot. I was going to have him move over here and then laser
Laser through the mangoes.
and the big. Yeah, Snack doesn't like mangoes.
Especially not ones with eyeballs and wings.
That look slightly confused while still being angry. You know, once he has the 2 guns in his hand, it's a lot like Reaper's ultimate in Overwatch. You just see him just start with like these weird silvery after images of himself, just gun kata poses and just gunshots everywhere. As this just fucking bullshit storm of bullets in pain just flies around. That's 26 damage to the big guy and 20. Oh, that was 26 damage to this guy. 27 to the big guy. My mistake. After that, he will then, once he comes out of his little dance, he just points both guns at the big guy in front of him. Because he seems to be focused on this thing because it's all up in his business right now. Snackbot.
Okay, so now that all the mangoes are dead, I'm just going to pivot around this guy
Mm-hmm.
and stab it.
Get your 2 stabs in. Good thing for advantage. As well, the big plant panther is focused on this guy who just started fucking going die right in front of me. Snackbot just sort of like kind of tiptoes around back and then shank in the tail. Good job, Heck. And now it's time for Giacchio. With a quick little flourish, will activate Rite of the Frozen. Bless you.
Thank you.
And then move forward and activate his new toy. Where is it? There it is. Hunter's Wrath. Spending a spell slot. Boop! It's a good thing that had advantage.
Oh God! How do I even? What's a rainbow? 2 parts rain, 1 part sun, 1 part childlike wonder. What we do know is that the end result is
Dealing a total of 16 damage to the big guy.
Are you glad you left the light?
And it doesn't seem like the ice that formed around his blade as he lashed out with it really seemed to do more than anything else.
Yep, definitely one of his uncle's playthings.
Now it's time for Leo to get down to business again. So he's going to spend... Actually, I gotta... Just to remind myself. Fucking hell. Goddamn character sheet, please. Okay, he's going to spend 2 key points as a bonus action to empower his attacks a little bit with a bit more punch to them. I mean, it's got a pretty good shot unless... Actually, yeah, it has a very, very good shot unless everyone somehow manages to do a shit ton of nah. There's a good chance it'll live. But for now, that was a bonus action to turn that on. Means now it's time to start punching again with his empowered soul claws, and that's advantage. So that's a crit. Good job, buddy. Total of 29 plus 14, 44 damage. As the weird energy claws that are hovering around Leo's hands just suddenly flare up, get bigger and more intricate, and they just start hammering this thing with them. Snack.
Okay, so I'm just going to peek out from behind this rock and shoot that other thing.
Okay, roll to shoot.
Pew pew.
With advantage, so both hit. That's 19 damage to it. You decide to challenge yourself a little bit on the shots, though, and you see its tail flying around, so you're just like, I'm just gonna shoot that. Bam, bam! Indeed, there are now 2 bullet holes in this tail that looks like it has a flower bud on the end of it.
Nice.
Terrain's turn. Terrain does not like this big thing, or what it is doing. However, it is also not moving from its spot currently, which means he's going to start beating it with this. First with Lightning Rune Blade for the initial attack. And then his follow-up with the Blade of Storms. Both hit because advantage is great. Fucking, that's a lot of numbers. Where's my calculator? There you are. Thank you, calculator. This plus this plus this. 57 points of damage initially.
Oh my god!
And we'll roll the explosion on the end of that thing's next turn if it gets another one. Probably will. But now it's time for the tree ant posse to get to work.
Oh, yeah.
None of them are happy. Something just did like an evil explosion in front of them. So let's start with the two little lesser tree ants. They will... What's their attack? Okay. One attack, that one misses. They both suck, apparently. And they're still trying to beat it with the trees, but it's like they're not getting through. And then the big guy in the back has like a shit start as well, but then he's like fucking like stomps on this thing's tail and then beats it in the back of the head with the tree because he's sick of it getting away from him. And that slam attack will deal... Is it that much? It is that much. 14 points of bludgeoning damage, all up in the back of its skull. As Darian, you watch as like as the tree was like trying to hit it, he like looked exacerbated when he missed the first time, then just like suddenly just full on angry face, just like suddenly etched itself in this tree, and it just stomped on the tail, grr, back of the head.
I look at the two other trees and I go, that tree, that is how I want you to be. Don't give up.
You actually even see the tree like
Follow
saying,
through.
effectively saying, "You heard the boss, get at him like that," in like Sylvan. Eleanor.
So I'm debuting Eleanor's special new thing.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
baby. Oh,
Um,
baby.
You're gonna have to roll a lot of dex saves, probably. I'm just throwing that out now.
Oh.
And these two things are exactly 50 feet away from each other. So I'm going to bounce it between this thing to this thing, back to this thing, back to this thing, and then back to this
Ping
thing.
pong, ping pong, ping
So
pong.
wait, which one's getting hit the most?
That guy.
Okay, so he's getting 3 hits. Okay. God. Okay, let's start with the 2 saves for the big guy.
Am I going to have to roll more damage?
You see where it says repeat? Just hit that 4 more times for me real quick.
Okay.
The damage is going down, then it's like, nope, go back up a little bit.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
Ping pong, ping pong, ping.
Okay, so... The... So wait, it starts hitting which one?
The Dauntless thing.
Oh, okay, so it starts on him, then the other guy, then back to him, and
Yeah.
so on? Okay.
Oh. All of the blue hits are to the dragon, and the green ones are all to the...
To the
other
Kashai.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
kind of funny.
That's amusingly great because you rolled up max and a minimum damage on those ones perfectly. That's great. But the bone guy fails his first one, but he makes his second save, so that 21 becomes an 11. But that's still 41 points of damage to Bony McBaddurgan. Now let's see about dex saves for Kashai, because his dex is a lot better than the other guys. I say this, and then he, the highest on the die he rolls is a 6.
Nice.
And bonus round, he's vulnerable to fire.
That's amazing.
So, hold on. So that 38 is actually a 57.
Oh.
The 28 is 42. And the 27 is 41.
This spell makes me so happy.
So, Eleanor, you see the new friend, you see the dead mangoes that just got fucking bulleted to hell and back by your gunslinger friend over there. And then you see this bone guy, and you're just like, fuck it. And just kind of like you're winding up a baseball pitch, you swing your arm back, and then you throw a little baseball-sized fireball at the new guy. It slams into him. It bursts into flames, bounces off, hits Bone Boy, back to Kashai, back to Bone Boy, back to Kashai one more time. And, oh god, that plant thing that just showed up looks like the most fucked up it's ever been in its entire existence.
Oh, I love this spell already.
Like, it looks super rough right now. Good lord. And you attack something vulnerable to fire, too. You'd have done... Hold on, you'd have done...
A lot.
You'd have done 47 less damage if it wasn't fire vulnerable.
Nice. How much total damage did that do to...
One second. 1 second. Let me see. 57 plus 42 plus 41. Across 3 hits on all failed deck saves, it did 140 damage to that Kashai.
Amazing.
So yeah, it's having a bad time. Fenless, you're up.
Most worthwhile use of 7th level spell ever.
Let's see. It doesn't look like anyone really needs healing yet, so... Let's see. Oh, come on, spell list. Stop.
Yeah, no, it's being really stupid tonight.
Let's see. Glow. No. Let's see. We've got. All right, I'm gonna do. I think I can do this. What's my range? Oh, yeah. Fuck this. Alright, I'm gonna chill wind Mr. Dauntless.
Alright, roll chill wind.
You're gonna cool him off after all of that burn.
Exactly! Exactly.
Let's see. Range spell attack, 2d12, constitution save. Ooh. It has a fair bit of constitution, but not as much as Chimera Durgan over there. That's an 11 total. So he is now frosted up and restrained. Is 14 HP, and where is the restrained condition? We'll use that one for restrained. And Celestine.
Yay, my turn. This time.
Oh boy. Oh boy. 1 second. I'm getting things to throw someone else. Well, you don't have advantage, so you don't get that 22.
Why not?
Because
You don't have advantage.
But the tree.
this is a fairy forest.
You know what? Instead,
I
he gets like a telepathic answering machine going. Vinay can't answer the.
I know
right
what's
now.
going on. I'm just typing something in the chat on Discord at the moment.
Cal, stop trying to break the sessions.
I'm not trying to break it. I haven't talked to Mama. Like I stopped like praying to her for like a month. Well, there's two things that are attacking. They're both not friendly. One of these things needs to be a friend.
One of these things is nearly dead.
Yeah, the Kashai just got 140 points of fire damage to his face because of Eleanor. He looks fucked as shit.
I don't want to feel guilty about spearing something, damn it. I'm also did not sleep well last night, so I'm a bit of a loopy lizard.
Okay, but Celestine, for your bonus action, you pray to Vernai to see if she can cleanse this thing. And it sounds like she kind of like woke up from a nap a little bit. And then she's like, oh hi, Cel. Ah! Because you get the feeling she's like kind of looking over your shoulder and it's like, that's not, no, what is that?
Well, that's comforting.
That is beyond my ability. That's not natural. Whatever it is, kill it, please.
She can smite it. Or is it like the spiders in the house? I have to break it.
Like
At the
spiders.
moment, because you just woke her up and she is freaked the fuck out, it is currently a spider situation, yes.
Yep, gotta break out that newspaper, Cal.
However, you do, however, when you hear the kill it command, you feel empowered, and on your next turn, the lowest your dice roll cannot be lower than a 10, and you do an extra 1d6 points of acid damage each hit.
Providing it lives that long.
I mean, we haven't boofed it to death yet.
And parents aren't supposed to play favorites.
But
Well, in
that's
this case,
fine.
it's more like you brought it to attention a fucking actual aberration
I know.
of a
I'm just
creature in the natural world, and it's got her all kinds of freaked out.
Mom, holy fuck!
I'm back and
That's
things
basically
were
the
apparently
situation, except
summoned.
it's like when my mom sees a spider, Celestine, you get to play my role and kill the spider.
Yeah, you.
Except the
you
spider in
missed
this case is
ping
a
pong.
horrible,
You
God
missed-
only knows what abomination made from who knows what.
Eleanor got to play fiery ping pong. It was glorious.
And then I
Yeah.
cooled it off with ice.
Oh,
But,
damn it.
Oh wait, Celestine, that was only your bonus action. You can still attack, which means those effects take place.
Yay! Stick, stick, stick.
Did my Hunter's Wrath miss?
No, you didn't do a lot of damage with it.
I just scrolled up and saw it. I assume
It-
we're
it-
still on the same round, so my counter is still the same for the Flame Orb?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, you had advantage because you were flanking with the OG Treant, because he's allied, so you got flanking, so you hit with a 24. You also missed Eleanor playing fire ping pong and doing 140 damage to that Kashai over by Snackbot and the gun guy.
Where the fuck did that thing come from?
It showed up with a bunch of angry mangoes, and then he used a spell called Marksman's Waltz and killed all the mangoes.
So they're no
And-
longer a
Jesus.
problem.
He one-shot them. The mango also shot you with a beam that left a, instead of like scorch mark smell, like fruit-flavored smell, like you just walked through a whole like pit full of Skittles or Starburst.
You now smell like strawberries.
You smell faintly of some random fruit. Not a mango. It's absolutely not
Strawberries.
mango. You are just lightly
Strawberries.
fruit-scented right now.
Yay.
Jesus, Minnie over here with the
I like
erection
strawberries.
strawberries.
But
That's
Kel,
not
for
fair, I
reference,
smell like bananas.
every one of those
I must prefer
attacks,
strawberries.
the minimum you could have rolled was a 25 for all of them. You would have hit every single hit because of Mama's blessing. And you also roll me 3d6, please, because that's how much extra damage you were dealing too.
Did I do that right?
No, it's supposed to look like that, but we'll let you roll it for real. There's no space between the number and the D whatevers.
There. God damn it! All right, Destiny wants these all to be ones.
Okay, so you deal an extra you deal an extra 3 damage. I'm sorry, but to be fair, you are already dealing. Let me get out the calculatron again. 22 plus 26 plus 15 plus 3. You still did 66 points of fucking damage to this thing.
Good. It's
You haven't
Mama.
used your action surge yet, by the way.
Really? On my sheet, it's not ready.
It should be. You were supposed to have it back by now because you haven't used it at all.
Well then, fuck it. Action surge.
Okay. Again, all of those are 25. Roll me another 3d6. There you go. Let's see how much more damage. Let's see. Plus 8. Plus 21. Plus 18.
Did
Plus
my new
22.
spell look impressive?
In total, Kel, you've done 135 damage to this thing in one turn.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
And in fact, just now, your second attack was a 69 damage.
Nice.
Giggity.
You cleaved
All
off
right.
as you, bolstered by Mama's command to purge the bad from the world. You just start. Hold on a second. Wait, I need the sound bite. I have the sound bite. Where's the boof sound bites? Play. Come on.
I hear it, Twin.
I was gonna
Okay.
say I heard it.
I didn't hear it on my end. That's why I was annoyed.
To be fair, that music is
kind of
also...
loud.
Yeah.
I had the music down low.
It's loud for the rest of us. Then again, I just muted the tag.
No, let me turn it down a little bit. That any better?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Celestine did almost as much as the fiery ping pong did. Although the ping pong did damage across 2 things and not just the big boy. But just a lot of barking, a lot of growling, and you just start hacking into this big thing like a lumberjack. And it's just like, now like trying to swat at you as you keep swinging, but every time it moves, you just hit it more. And like most of its like lower left arm, it's just like carved to hell and back, covered with acid burns and axe marks. And it's like rather profusely bleeding from that limb with a lot of disquieting ooze because now you're seeing it. Not all of its blood is purple.
What
It's coming out
color is
purple.
this?
It's coming out equal parts purple, dark red, and blue in places.
Not normal.
This thing transcends normal into all kinds of nope. Still not happy about his situation, but also not particularly intelligent. He's just going to start spinning, and it's going to be really bad, so...
I mean, there are a lot of things for him to hit.
Well, this is bad because he makes 3 of these spins. I'm pretty sure a 17 hits nobody on the front line.
Nope.
No, sir.
No, my mistake. It hits the treants.
And
All of them get hit for that first one.
I'm just preemptively rolling the damage for the orb.
Thank you for that. Let's see. All of the treants take 19 points of damage from the first spin. And the second two spins, both rolled the same number, and I'm pretty sure no one here has an AC of 27.
Oh, I totally do. I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't you fucking lie to me, bitch.
Shigakio takes 2 points of extra damage.
For sass.
My AC is 27 if you squint really hard.
Hell. Okay, let's see. Let me make sure this thing, because Arvin has a buff up that might save him from a lot of pain for this.
Oh, I got a feeling I'm going to be in a lot of pain. Tons
See,
of
mirror
pain.
image.
Okay, for like 5.
Let's see.
Did Hunter's Wrath look cool?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that looked pretty cool.
Well, Arvin tried his new toy, so I gotta try my new toy.
No, I was
I
laughing
tried my
because
new toy too.
it's like I'm laughing because you activated right in the frost.
Yeah.
It's cool. That's why I was laughing.
Okay, let me see. Making sure about this ability, because I had to check something. Right, fucking checking mirror image, and then Esky started talking to me about something. D20. Okay, I need to roll 2 D20s to see if this thing actually successfully hits Arvin with these two. All right, 20. 1 and 2. I think it does for both of them.
Rippy dippy, Arvin, you tried.
All right, they're still
that's that's Arvin rolling to see if it hits him or a duplicate. So Arvin is actually fine. So both of those hit the duplicate instead of him. So Arvin won't be quite as fucked.
Yeah, but he's got 1 duplicate left. I have that spell.
He
I haven't used
has.
it.
He
Has
currently has. Yeah, he'll have one. He'll have 1 duplicate left after that.
I have it. I just keep forgetting to use it.
Well, now you know this thing can go into fucking aggressive death spins, and
Yeah, right.
you guys all take. Let me just total up all the damage. A total of. Wow, that's a low roll, you piece of shit.
Wait, is this just an AoE that...
It's hitting everything within 10 feet of it in a circle. Because it's just starting to spin and lash out with like its giant ass tail and arms.
Would mirror image actually do anything then? Because it's just spinning in a big
It
arc.
still has an attack roll to hit. So yes.
Oh, okay.
It just has to beat the AC of everyone it's trying to hit.
Right.
But everyone who isn't named Arvin takes 23 points of damage.
Oh, that's not as bad as I was thinking it would be.
Yeah, he rolled like absolutely terrible. This also applies to the treants, however, and the 2 lesser treants are still getting really fucked.
Are you sure we didn't? Are we sure they are actually trees and not, bushes?
What, the extra 2 they summoned?
Yes, because
It specifically says yes to animate other trees to do
I was
it.
making a joke.
Oh.
Because they're getting bushwhacked.
Internet high five.
Oh god. Let's see. Terrain minus. Or wait a minute, terrain. I need to check your sheet because you have things that can help with this. Oh wait. Celestine, you actually only take 20 points of damage because this was a physical attack. And your armor makes you sturdier. Which means Terrain also only takes 20. So he has the same ability. Where the fuck? God damn it, sheet thingy, please. I need to look at his abilities. Okay. Terrain, however, is also going to use one of his runes to make a runic counter because he just got hit. So, boop. Oh, good job, Terrain. Dealing 32 points of damage because of that advantage. So as this thing just goes into this violent triple spin and just starts beating everything around it to shit with its tail, you guys all duck under the first one, but then the second pass around, it just like kind of goes down the line, except for Arvin, who just like sort of shifts a little bit, and it takes out one of the duplicates around him. He shifts again, and then it gets the other one on its next pass. Doesn't hurt quite as much. Actually, shit. Kel, give yourself back another 3 health, because that was 2 attacks, not 1. Forgot about that part, because that's relevant. But after the second one, you watch Terrain as it's like coming by with its face. He just you see his blade flash as a rune appears before it, and then he just poof, beats it in the face with his super jagged lightning bolt greatsword. And it's Arvin's turn.
Shiakio chose Frost because fuck it, hit it with all the different elements.
Hey man,
Ice.
test things to see what works.
Ice
Yep.
doesn't, sadly.
Ice didn't do extra damage, sadly.
Because it's your uncle's plaything. Of course it's not going to work.
Of course not. And I already got fire covered from the orb.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, for Arvin's turn, he is going to...
Welcome back.
I'm just giving him freezer burn is all. Ha ha ha.
Well, to kind of help with that, Arvin is going to use... Where is it? Boop, boop. Rake. And he's expending 2 ice runes to see if he can make this thing vulnerable to ice. That, my ugly friend, is an 18. That is not enough to beat Arvin's save DC.
Jesus.
He rolled a 13 on the die, and he has a +5 to con save, so...
18 doesn't beat Arvin's con is...
Arvin's spell save DC? Arvin's spell save DC is 19.
Oh, it's 19.
Yeah.
Uh...
It had to beat a 19. It did not beat a 19.
Damn.
So because of that, where is a good thing? There we go. He is
Mine's
vulnerable
only
to
18.
ice for half proficiency bonus rounded down. So next 2 turns. Next 2 turns, ice does bonus damage to him, and Arvin will restock one of his runes with ice for that exact reason. As a bonus action. And now Padma's turn.
Is this thing 15 to 20 feet in size?
It's 20 feet, yeah.
Okay, let's try out this bad thing on the bony.
Oh.
Just box!
Damn, you guys using all your high-level spells. Okay.
We got new toys. Let's try them out.
I mean, sure. Let me see. 20 feet on a side, half-inch bars, space. Do you want it to be a solid box or a cage?
Solid box. That way you can't do the spin attack again.
If you do that, then you guys can't attack it.
Fair. Besides, it'll probably be hard. It would probably hurt itself trying to do the tail spin while in the cage anyway. So
Okay.
cage.
Okay, cage. I brought that up specifically because if you just put it in a box, then you have effectively neutralized it for an hour, and it can't do shit but try to get out, and probably slowly burn to death because it's still got the fire orb in there with it.
Hee hee hee.
Oh, speaking of that, let me scroll back up to that fire orb and make him make his deck save. For 14 damage. He does not make it, so that's another 14 damage. Oh, shit. Also, it didn't move, which means Terrain's Lightning Rune Blade explodes as well for another... Oh, god damn it, I gotta roll the...
This thing is not having a fun time, and now it's in the no-no... And then now it's in the...
Naughty Boys No Prison Zone.
It's in the
another
evil
14
hamster
damage
ball.
from Lightning Rune Blade.
Is that his no-no square?
You created a no-no square for him.
There's bars big enough you can still hit it, but he can't. He is in a no timeout box.
And boop, there's the box he's in. Let's see, what is the...
I had to fix it because I don't have it on a plate.
There is no save. He's just in the box. I was checking for that. I was like, no?
No save. He's just in the box.
Yeah, he's just now in a box. Okay.
Cage.
Now it is the Kashai's turn. The Kashai does not have a turn because it is restrained due to chill wind. Let me scroll back up to make sure how long that lasts. So the end of its next turn. So because of Fenless, just this Kashai was just after being fireballed is now just frozen in place for a minute, and then the end of its turn finally breaks free and is like just shaking itself and looking very, very fucked up. Meanwhile, your gunny friend here is going to point blank just point his two guns at it and just start shooting because fuck you.
So he gets straight rolls.
Yep, because he has a thing that lets him shoot in melee range.
Oh, well then in that case he'd have advantage because Snackbot.
It's still counted as a ranged attack, he just doesn't have disadvantage. Ranged attacks do not get advantage in melee range from flanking.
Oh. Oh yeah, true. That's why I was thinking straight rolls because disadvantage because melee, but advantage because Snackbot.
No, he has a
But he has
thing
a
that lets
feat.
him. Yeah. Well, more like ability, but whatever. And all three of those attacks hit because this thing's AC was only 17 because it is not quite as big a threat as a beefy boy over there surrounded by the posse.
And now
What
in
size
the
category
timeout.
is that thing?
The one next to Snackbot?
Yeah, I forgot the name of what you called it.
Kashai.
How big is the Kashai? What size category?
It's bigger than, I think it's a huge because that's a 15 by 15.
Okay.
The one that the whole party is currently ganking right now is considered gargantuan because it is a 20 by 20.
And it's currently in a timeout
Or
jail.
is it? No, that's actually considered huge because that's how big a
I asked because Blood Curse of Binding only affects up to one size category bigger than me.
Yeah, it's at least 2 bigger than you.
I can affect up to large creatures, but it's too big.
Rippy dippy. Oh, that's mean.
Has any ailments?
The force cage can't be dispelled by counter magic. Or dispel magic.
And you can't
Okay,
leave
so
by
I need to adjust.
non-magical
I need to
means.
slightly adjust the size of these treants because they are too big for what they should be. They're supposed to only be this big. Boop. Because that is huge. Then the big beefy boy here is gargantuan. I was using the wrong size for things. Okay, so All 3 of his attacks hit, which means I need to start rolling damage to this thing because it's about to get fucked up.
It's having a bad day.
Yeah, it just took 33 points of damage as this guy just starts shooting it in the face with 2 revolvers that used to be an assault rifle. Or, well, a hunting rifle, whatever. He's got guns now, and it's fucking this thing's day up. Snackbot.
Okay.
It's dead. The first hit alone killed it. It had 11 health left. And in fact, he did a total of 40 damage to it, so it's at negative 29. As he just... Nope, that's the wrong thing for that. So he just falls over.
Carve its tail.
That's exactly what Snackbot does. Just... and the tail and one of its back legs just both come off from 2 mighty swings, and it just sort of... like, falls, tries to stand back up, and then you actually see vines start to grow from where its removed limbs are to try to, like, make a replacement, but they don't get very far before it just collapses and the glowing eyes it has just go dim.
That's sad.
What loot drops did you get?
You'll find out.
And I guess I'll move next to friends.
Snackbot coming in for backup. Jackio!
Alrighty. Is this guy looking pretty beat up at this point, or how's he looking?
He's still got some fight left in him. He's looking definitely a bit jacked up, but that's mostly because y'all have been kind of focusing your efforts on the biggest threat, which is, well, him.
Let's see, and I have charges left. Replica rush, so let's do that.
With which you don't even need the advantage for. So you just deal straight up 23 points of damage to him because you more than eclipse his fucking AC.
Yeah.
As you just stab out, the 3 extra blades show up and just join in on the fun. And this thing is like, ooh, not a good time. Doesn't seem like thunder damage did more than anything else, though.
Fair enough.
In fact, at this point, you're getting this weird feeling that, like, it's just got no resistances one way or the other to anything.
Ah, shit. It is now that I realize... Oh, no, wait, there's still going to be another turn of it. That's okay.
Yeah, you still got another turn. There's other people who can capitalize on the frosty weakness right now.
Yeah, the question is, will it survive another turn?
Well, I know it won't take bonus damage from Leo, because Leo's doing fire damage, and even with amped up Soul Claws and Flurry of Blows that he's about to do to this bitch, I don't think he quite has it in him to kill it unless he crits all 4 of these attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4. He only crit on the 4th one, and he missed on his 2nd overall. As you watch him just sort of shift and then just start going full JoJo's Bizarre Adventure up in this bitch. 18 plus 18.
Forget I have
plus
2 or 3 charges now, total of Replica Rush.
Still 2.
Still 2, okay, so I have 1 left.
Arvin's Leo still managed to do 55 points of slashing and fire damage to this thing. Because monks are cool. Sneck.
Okay, well, I guess I'm just going to head back around this rock and shoot him again.
Okay, roll to shoot with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 layers of advantage.
So much advantage.
Oh, baby.
Wow.
Double crits.
I just imagine some sweet gun flips.
You know the first, the heated starter for the combo for Machinist? That's about what Sneck does to this thing. Just 2 of those back to back, just sweet flips, poof, poof, and then land.
All the sweet flips.
As you shoot off 2 fingers on the hand that on the arm that Celestine had already fucked the hell up. which leaves it with only one digit on that hand, which is effectively its thumb. And again, one finger bleeds red, the other bleeds blue. It's really weird. And actually, now that you can see it, the flesh that is exposed at that point, because you removed the fingers, looks like it came from two separate things entirely.
Oh, great. He's making
it's
chimerical fucking monsters.
Mm-hmm.
And one of these things was a dragon.
Mm-hmm. Stormfront.
Justice!
The Justice will continue being like, well, since it's not moving... Boop! Oh, wrong button. He can't recharge a rune this turn because he used Batuta for runic counter. So he'll just do his base lightning rune blade, which will miss completely, unfortunately, even with advantage. But he comes through on that regular attack anyways. For 29 point... No, not 259 damage. Jesus Christ, no. No one can do that kind of bullshit yet. None of y'all got disintegrate. And now it's the treant time. Starting with the two backup dancers. 1, 2, and then the big guy himself. 3 and 4. Wow, his fucking squad got it right, but he fucked it up this time. Way to go, Thought Destroyer. Complete inversion of last turn where he got the only hit between all three of them. This time they're the only ones who hit, and he did jack shit.
Excuse me.
For a total of 35 damage across two treants, beating it to death with a tree. And you can even tell, like, after, like, Thought Destroyer, like, as he's hitting right as they both try to swing, so it ducks under that from the pain. He's like, and he's like, looks at Finn, that's like, I'm so sorry, boss. I'm trying here. Eleanor.
So, since the last turn, when it was exposing all of the miscolored blood, she was more focused on the Kashai.
Mm-hmm.
So now she actually notices it, and I'm going to make a religion check, which I am not proficient in at all, to like ask that we can just destroy this aberration. And I can do that with a bonus action, right?
Yeah. You
Okay.
can certainly try.
Well,
Just to simply destroy.
Quick question though, who is this religion check to?
Valorant.
There's a pause. You hear a voice. Think you got this. And then nothing.
Yeah.
Which surprises you. You've prayed to him before. You've never actually heard him answer.
Valorant
Progress.
Is the god of heroes.
God. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And I also have to type a thing at Sneck real quick. While it is Fenless's turn. Unless, oh wait, that was a bonus action. What else are you doing?
Yeah. So I'm going to feel inspired by the fact that he just spoke to me and used this spell that, oh gosh, I forgot I had, and it's probably going to do a lot.
Oh boy.
Oh, baby.
I'm probably going to have to lower that damage a little bit.
No, that is basically an ice version of Disintegrate, so I'm not going to tell you to lower it.
Yeah.
I said it was fine. Let's see. Constitution saving throw. Unfortunately for you, that's what he's good at. I say this even though he only has a +5. He makes it with a 21. He just kind of scraped by.
So he takes like 26.
Yes.
And he is not paralyzed. Oh wow.
Yeah, but as you guys see Eleanor hovering just a little bit above the rock, you see her like pray, then sort of like her eyes snap open with like this weird sense of purpose, then all of a sudden they turn icy blue. Oh wait, no. It still takes 50% more damage to that because it's vulnerable to ice right now. So it actually still takes 51 points of damage. Or actually, wait. Hold on a second. What is... It actually takes 39 points of damage. Because that is half. Because that's making the save while being vulnerable. But you see your eyes turn this icy blue as the creature like looks and it like sort of it makes this weird grunting noise, and all of a sudden it's just like its body starting around its eyes just starts to like kind of freeze over a little bit, and then it like sort of shakes it off, and it's like now swatting at its face with its bloodied hand, getting, you know, red and blue all over its face as it's trying to shake off the ice. And it looks very, more so than all the pain it's received so far, confused, because why did that hurt more? Things only hurt certain amounts. What going on? What? No, what? But Fenless, it's your turn.
Alright, let's see. Let's see here.
Your volume's a little low.
Sorry, I had there we go. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Refresh my memory. Chill Strike, as long as I'm within 30 feet, I can still cast it, even though it's, in theory, it's a melee. So if I move 5 feet forward.
Yeah, I did that because Arvin
Yeah.
had it before he got reclassed by that thing. So yeah, if you moved a little bit closer, you could still make Chill Strike at it.
Okay.
You would have to
Okay.
move within. You'd have to move to behind someone in the front line to hit it with your scythe as a follow-up if you wanted to, because you could do that.
Let's see. Alright, let's move me. And who's the one with the lower health right now?
I can't hear you that well, my dude.
He's asking who
So
has
on
the
the
lower
lower
health.
Yeah.
Lowest health. Let's see. Terrain has 105 out of 134. Leo is fine. Celestine.
Probably me. I have 78 out of 141.
Well,
Celestine is down 40 HP from his max.
probably
Shiakio.
thinks Sir Arvin.
Wait, you had... Oh, wait, that's Snackbot. I was like, wait, what the fuck? What are you talking about? And then it was like, oh, I clicked Snackbot, not Shiakio. And Arvin has 75 out of 120. So it's definitely Shiakio.
Alright, so I'm gonna go here. And I'm gonna do Chill Strike first.
Mm-hmm.
And then as my bonus action, I will give Cure Offense to Zakio. So every time he attacks, he heals himself.
Oh, nice. Hold on a second. I need to check a thing real quick, because I think there's a way to roll the attack on that, because I apparently forgot to set that up for you.
Okay.
Come on. Roll 20. This isn't funny. Chill Strike is listed as an attack for all of its damage in your weapons section. It's right above your claw shot.
Oh, oops, did not mean to hit that. My
Yeah.
things are invisible.
Yeah, it's right above the claw shot. Scroll up a little bit. You should see Chill Strike.
There you go.
Yep.
Ooh.
Oh, baby.
Nice.
Yep. And that will do... Yeah, that's a total of 31 damage.
Yes.
Oh, wait, no. 13 plus... 13 plus 27. That's actually 40 points of damage because it's still vulnerable to cold.
Awesome. That's why I wanted to chill it.
Chill out.
Everybody
Chill
chill.
out.
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age.
But yeah, Giacchio, on your next... When you attack things for another like minute or so, when you hit them, you'll heal yourself for a quarter of the damage you deal.
I assume that doesn't count with the orb. I have to
No, it has to be
physically
melee
attack,
attacks, I'm
yeah.
pretty sure.
Okay. Just making sure.
Celestine, it is your turn. Your buff to smite them is gone, but you can still hit him.
Ah, smite.
You still have advantage. One more hit.
Oh.
You still have advantage because that treant is still flanking with you. He's flanking with 3 people because he's fucking huge. These treants are doing work for you guys. Let's total up that damage. Plus 24. That's 66 points of damage. As now, Celestine, you completely remove from about half of its forearm down off of that wounded arm. And it's, ooh, oh god, whoa, that smell is funky. And it's bleeding very profusely from this wound now in, like, okay. You can definitely tell from, like, seeing inside of it a little bit now. You can see it's like, it very much looks like someone, like, just took patchwork and just stitched together things and just put it inside of whatever the fuck kind of a shell its body is made of. It's disgusting. It's also his turn. He is now in a box, and he does not know what the fuck to do about it. So he will, fortunately for you guys, waste his turn trying to get out of the box and fail completely. Because it is not used to being in the box. And let's see. Oh, that damage. That's a 5 on the deck save. As now it's still burning.
He's gonna waste his turn. Okay, he can take some more orb damage.
Let me go double scroll back up to where the hell did rate go? So I used that.
And you heal off a portion of that.
No, it has to, because you touch a weapon, so I have to hit it with Orzal to do it.
Oh, okay.
That, and I don't think you want to touch the fiery orb.
It works well with me because everything gets hit with stick.
Mm-hmm. Only one turn left on the vulnerability. And Arvin will restock his other rune as a bonus action. And then since it's weak to cold, he will lash out with his already cold-based weapon, the Frost Fang. Boop! With a crit! So that's a total of, let me do some math here.
I imagine that's what the monster is feeling right now.
For a total of 35 points of damage, because still ice vulnerable.
It was probably the Kashai after the fiery ping pong.
Lol.
And Padma, your turn. It's trying to get out of the box because it does not know what to do. It also can't really get its arms out through the bars to attack anyone anyway.
You know what? I'm gonna burn a 6th level spell slot and lob this at it.
Oh, fun. You're gonna need to roll. It's gonna miss if you don't luck it.
Yep.
Okay, roll a d20. Okay.
Again.
That definitely brings it up from adds 13 to that to hit, so that's a 27. That'll do it. And that's
Piddly damage, all things considered.
after vulnerability, that's 41 points of damage due to partially Durgan. And this thing is looking rough. Why do I have your turn here? You're dead. It is now Gunman's turn. He's going to step away from the dead Kashai and, like, bonus action shoot it once with one of the guns in its hand, turn towards the other guy, and then shoot at him. (21 and 23), those both hit. The
Someone's got an ad running.
Does 24 points of damage to the big guy from 2 little gunshots. Bam, bam. It's still not dead. It's neck bot.
Okay, so I'm just going to sneak around here and stab through the cage bars.
Alrighty, roll 2 stab.
Stab, stab. He has so much to hit bonus. That was a 2.
And you have advantage because of the flanking with that treant up there, so that's actually a 25. You don't kill it, but you do 41 points of damage. It's got not much left. Giacchio.
That bot's come so far.
Yeah, it has. Grumbling to myself in the silliness of using Replica West when it's currently vulnerable to ice. I'm gonna make my 2 attacks.
Roll 2 stab. With advantage, the first one hits. And you deal an extra, because that's the Bride of the Frozen ice damage.
Yeah.
That's actually 19 damage. How do you want to do this?
I'm gonna poke it where I can, probably in the forearm at first, just to try and get it angry and roar at me, and then I'm just gonna jam my blade in one of its eyes.
The one eye that's left?
Yeah. I got the other one.
Yeah, no, you don't even poke it with Orzo gets it, you kick its like one arm and it just like growls in your face, and you just immediately in the head as ice just starts to rapidly expand around its face, and it like just falls down, now finally out of range of your abyssal flame orb, and is dead inside a box for the next hour.
Until I tell the box to go away.
Or that.
Padma just looks over. Is it dead yet?
Yes, darling.
Okay, box can go away.
Okay.
Snack.
Hold on, let me just need to move him real quick. Don't worry, I just need to be able to select the box to delete the box. And
Also drop the flame orb because it's no longer needed. And my
Okie dokie.
crimson right.
to boop GM layer with you.
Drop the Fright of the Frozen. Have my max HP back.
Padma finally approaches.
Finally.
Considering the necrotic eruption and then the tailspin, she figured it was smart to just, stay back.
Such a dramatic music change.
Hey, you're in a very silly place. You're in a Feywild.
Fairy forests are not... no, let's not go to the fairy forest. 'Tis a city place.
You just casually see me bobbing my head.
Fenless is an even sillier person.
But yeah, now that the treants are done with that, there's like... You see them like kind of move off to one side, and now these two are just like... Kind of like getting like this stern talking to from the other treant while it's still a treant. Because it doesn't know it only has like another 2 hours to be sentient. So it's just gonna like yell at these trees for a little while.
What was that total damage? 19?
Yeah.
Let's see.
You healed 5 health off of it.
Okay.
And Arvin's little mirror image will eventually fade because it only has a minute duration total. And now to clear turn order. And then just get rid of that, because you guys won't be needing that for a while, probably.
I'm investigating this fucking chimera.
I am too, because what the actual fuck?
Roll investigation.
I'm looking specifically for hallmarks that this basically confirm my suspicion that this is my uncle's work.
Well, fortunately for you, you would have advantage to look for your uncle's handiwork. But between the three of you looking for this shit, you don't find, like, on its surface anything that really, at first anyways, you don't find anything to note it like being anything but weirdly natural, and then you get to, like, along its spine and its back, and you find what are clearly ports where it can connect to something. Like, you know, fucking, if you ever seen The Matrix, it's like the plugins for on the people in that movie.
Oh, lovely.
And you're like, that's new.
It looks like he's moved up to making some form of chimera. Lovely.
Lovely shit.
You also, now that you can see inside part of its body from the damaged arm and just all of the other wounds and shit, it's very much, you're not sure what things were used to make it, but it's at least 3 different creatures just haphazardly thrown in a blender and then poured into this thing.
Given how the lightning spear did extra damage.
One of them being a dragon is all you know, because Padma realized that when when the lightning spear was doing super effective work.
Thank you, Ornstein, even though I don't know who you are in this universe.
But as you're investigating that, you hear another 2 gunshots from behind you, and your friend with the guns is just shooting that dead Kashai, make sure it stays dead.
Friend of yours.
You're saying that to the gunman?
Yes.
He, like, kind of shakes his head and then just puts the revolvers in some holsters he's got on his belt. Kind of adjusts his little like dragon scale poncho thing he's got going on.
What's your name and what were you doing out here, by the way, friend?
Voltutam Thivili.
I'm calling you Volty.
Let me type it out in the D&D chat. Or actually, let me just
don't care. His name is Volty.
What did you call him, by the way?
Volty.
As for my business, and you see him turn his head, but you still can't see his face because he has a mask on. I would ask you more what your business is here than anything else.
What are you, the park ranger?
Of a sorts.
Then why does the local wildlife hate you? And I don't just mean that, I mean that. She points to the Kashai.
In my defense, vine beasts like that hate everybody.
Oh yeah, Eleanor kind of wants to carve this thing too.
If you wanna loot something from any of the monsters, roll survival checks.
Wait, what?
If you want to Monhun carve either the big chimera or the Kashai, roll survival.
Nick likes his tech.
This is not tech. This is
No.
Aw.
I want to ask Snick if there is some way he can pull some sort of data from this big old jack that's on the spine of this creature.
Well, it's not one, it's several.
I can try.
Well, Snack, fortunately for you, which one were you trying to harvest? The chimera?
Eleanor was going for the Kashai. Snack
Well, yeah,
was
I can see who rolled for that one.
the other thing.
I meant Snack himself, Snack the character.
Mhm.
Was he
Yeah,
going
he
for the
was.
chimera?
Yeah.
You pull out like a little pocket knife to try to carve it, and then just break the knife. Okay, fling,
It
and
was
throw the
terrible.
broken handle over your shoulder.
It was a terrible knife anyway.
Celestine, were you trying to carve the chimera?
Yeah.
With that, you managed to pop off the surprisingly intact horns from this big old bugger.
You know what? Why not? I'll try and carve the chimera too. Oh, baby.
God. Well, what do you want? Because you get it.
I don't know. She's just suspicious and is trying to find something she can put in a bag
The
and take.
gem. Go for the gem.
Does it have a gem?
I'll get to that. But Keladon, you got like these horns that are about, each one's about 4 feet long, and they're big, like bleached white things. You look like you could make something sturdy to either kill people or protect yourself with. You're not sure. You'll figure it out eventually, but they're yours now.
Wait, what? I zoned.
I'm gonna chew on one.
Oh, Celestine's gonna just chew on one of them.
Celestine, no, you don't know where that's been or what it's made of.
Start chewing on it. Tastes like dry chalk.
Ew.
Like I said, you don't know what it's been, where it's been, or what it's made out of.
Do you spit it out?
Yes. I'm gonna go start eating grass now.
I get that chalky taste out of your mouth.
Well, there's also a dead monster over there by Eleanor. You could probably try eating him.
That's made out of plants.
Too many feathers.
Okay, Eleanor. You're not sure where to start with this thing, but you're like, there's probably something on its head. And as you start like going for it, you notice that there's 2 little buds above its eyes, and you just barely manage to carefully pop them loose. And when you do, they spring into like life, and you now have 2 Kashai antlers.
All right.
Ooh.
Super wide.
They look like hardened, thorny vines, kind of.
Hmm.
And in fact, as you notice, you hold them next to each other. If you hold them close to each other, they look about like a almost like a crown, sort of. And altogether, they're about 5 feet across. If you hold them next to each other,
Okay.
so you have Kashai antlers. As for Padma, you looking for anything you can use to like try to identify this thing? You managed to get what you presume to be its heart, because it's about where the heart should have been. And it's just like it looks shaped kind of like a heart a bit, but it's still like this very smooth, like almost oval like emerald. Now, like it look, you like sort of like lightly give it a squeeze once you have it loose. It's like it looks like it should be a hard gem or something, but it squishes a little bit. It's like
I need a bag. Also enjoy how I wrote it on the character sheet.
Oh, I'm sure I'll get to that.
You know what? I'm just gonna screen cap it.
A bag for what?
Padma just kind of turns around and holds it up. This!
She holds up what looks like...
I wasn't sure if she was talking about, like, to hold the thing or, like...
Weird evil chimera heartstone thing. Apparently it's green. Snake has a bag of colding, doesn't he?
Yes.
I want a
put
bag
it in
in... can we put like a sanitizer bag around it and then in the bag of holding? Because I don't want it tainting anything.
Bag of colding, there's a difference.
Okay, refrigerate it, yes.
Yeah, you, your friend, Voltatum over there just tosses a little thing. Here!
Thank you.
It at first doesn't look like a bag, it just looks like a bubble, and then you like push the heart against it and it just like gets sucked into the bubble.
I need to cleanse these. I need to cleanse my hands. Ooh. Ooh.
After a second, You hear another catch, and then bottle of hand sanitizer.
Thank you! Ugh. Nope. 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 Nope.
Extra strength, Purell, go.
Nope. Nope. Nobody. No. Dimitri, come here. Nope. 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 Get out of the entrails.
Dimitri don't want to go near it.
He might
Dimitri
be
perched on your shoulder, just like, no, like,
Dimitri, go poke the thing Eleanor's poking.
He, like, looks around, sees Eleanor, chirp, foop, flies over, starts, like, pecking at its head. But yeah, you now have a, Chimera Beast heart.
Take that too.
Well, Chimera Beast heart stone, more precisely.
That is apparently green. Even though red, purple, and blue do not make green.
Yeah, it honestly, it looks like an actual emerald. But it's squishy.
Your uncle got a hold of the Chaos Emerald. Oh, lovely.
I don't think a Chaos Emerald's double as stress balls, but okay.
Stress balls aren't powering evil creatures and made out of ooze and disgust.
Also true.
Let's see.
But yeah, you have
Investigated
the...
that it was his handiwork. Can I figure out what other creatures were used to make this thing?
To your knowledge, you can't tell. And also, you're not certain it was his handiwork. If it was, he's upgraded to using cybernetics to create chimeras.
Which one?
I mean, especially considering how he reacted to Celestine breaking the other corrupted dragon.
And that was a few weeks ago at this point.
And if that was with his traditional method, he might realize he needs to step things up, and that's bad for everybody involved.
Alright, Chiaki has 2 questions. One for Leo. How close are we to what we're looking for?
You already knew that.
Oh, that's right. We're pretty close. And to... the Volvolbebe. I forget.
Voltutom.
Volti. Volti. Because that name is ridiculously complicated. He is now Volti.
Voltaton, I asked him where the hell he found this thing. Was it just roaming around, or did it come out of somewhere?
Well, it's not native, that's for certain. And, by my guess, when I, came across it, it was, eating some, folks who came in here not long ago. It's about, he points, past the direction he was running from. About another 60 yards that way and a little to the right, there's a crashed bus that's all torn to shit and, well, whatever's left of the people inside it.
Well, that explains the other campsite we found.
Oh, you actually found the campsite.
I asked Leo where in relation... like, is where he's pointing coincide with what we're looking for? Or is
yes.
It... Oh, goody.
Like, that was... You mean he's like, he looked at the map, he said, it's that way, and he pointed in a direction. And he knows it's accurate because the map zoomed in a little bit closer because he was getting closer.
Kama just was finished with the hand sanitizer. She goes in character, "Hey, Volti, catch! Thank you!" Throws it back at him.
He catches. And he's just like, "You're welcome." He doesn't not know how to feel about the nickname as he just tucks it underneath his poncho.
He's stuck with it.
Perhaps we should go investigate this crashed bus. Since it seems we need to go that way anyway.
That's not the direction Leo was pointing.
Not the direction he was pointing.
No. When Leo indicated where it was going, it was this way where you need to go.
Okay.
That way is where the beastie came from.
Well, Jinx asked me to investigate some jacks, so I think I might...
To investigate like the spinal data jack thingies, that would be a...
Basically to see if he can plug in and pull bio data off this thing. Figure out what
Those
the
are
hell
probably
it's made of.
you would need hacking tools for that. and I know someone who has them. So would you like Arvin to do it?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. I didn't know Arvin had it. I forgot Arvin had hacking tools.
Well, it hasn't come up yet. So,
That would
well,
explain
actually, no,
why
he
I-
got them from that bag of holding he got. Where the fuck?
I just know Snake's all into the tech stuff, so he would probably have that tool. But he doesn't.
Let's see. What does Arvin have that rolls? He is proficient in them as well, so I'm just going to roll his history for it because it's the same dice roll. And you see Arvin's like reach into that bag, pull out this like little it it looks like you put like a coffee mug handle on a PDA kind of. Well, more like a tablet than a PDA. And he walks up, like, just like kind of awkwardly climbs onto this thing, and like looks for the jacks, and just pulls something out of the hacking deck, plugs it in, and starts going to work. He's looking. There's no CPU in this thing. So there's no data to get. He pulls it back out.
It was worth a shot.
If it had a CPU, that CPU was probably its brain, which I'm pretty sure he looks at the head, which is missing its horn and both eyes. Probably jelly by now.
Oops.
No, oops.
It was worth a shot.
Not a bad idea. You see him like climb off and then just prestidigitation the goo off of himself. Ugh. Disgusting.
Well, do we want to investigate the bus first or go try and get the item first?
Vol like hears that and's like, what item?
Don't worry about it. No.
Roll persuasion with disadvantage.
Persuasion. There.
What item?
We're looking for a WOTTyssey forged.
The fuck do you want with the Stormbinder?
Padma, keep it out of the mafia hands, since they seem to be trying to collect them.
Upon hearing that, he's like, Mafia? The Mafia?
The Deadlands, yes.
Well, I would explain the shifty types I keep seeing coming around here and not leaving. They've come in, they haven't come out yet. And I can only assume at this point they brought, and he gestures towards the Chimera Beast, that abomination with them.
What did these shady types look like?
He like throws up his arms. I don't bloody know. I just saw him coming in and coming out. I didn't get that good a look at him. It's not like I have enhanced zoom binoculars or something. I just kept seeing a lot of people coming in and not leaving, and they didn't exactly look like tourists.
And I'm assuming that crashed bus was tourists. Refreshing my memory here.
No, they were, well, I honestly don't know. Because, well, I kind of had to get away from the situation because of that thing. But what I did saw looked a little too staged.
The bus looked staged too? Is what he
For a
said?
bus crash, looked like you'd seen it in a movie. Well, that was just the crash itself. I don't know about the bodies. I didn't get to see that because he was chewing on one, spit it out, and came after me.
Well, then let's go and investigate the bus, because if that's the mafia,
Yeah.
I don't actually have a map for the crashed bus. I'm going to tell you now.
Theater of the mind.
Yeah, so you guys are going to have to, you get over to the bus because it doesn't take that long, and the treants are still like kind of following in the back, just like kind of looking around, just like waiting for something to jump out, like they're going to fuck it up. And when you get to the bus, hearing that it looks staged, you look at it, it definitely looks staged, and then like whatever the fuck that thing was just sort of wandered upon it and just started wrecking it more.
Oh goody.
Because like you're not gonna have like roll in perception or investigation for this, because it's just now that you're looking for that specifically, yeah, this looks faked. Like the dead bodies are like the only things that seem like they could have been there, but of them, only one seemed fresh, and that was the one that looks like it's actively been chewed on the most. And then was just, haphazardly spat out because new toy.
Despite it being mauled, can I try and investigate any identifying things with this body? Maybe pick up a clue of some kind?
You would have to see if you can find out anything about this person. You need to make a medicine check.
Medicine.
how many bodies are there?
There are accounting for Mr. Chewed Up, there's 4. But it doesn't take a professional to realize when you poke the other ones that they've been dead for a while. Like longer than like a few minutes a while.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't take an expert to realize that there's some rigor mortis here.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Like they look like they were posed and then just left to stiffen like that, and then just sort of tossed.
That sounds like the mafia work.
For the guy who's chewed on, well, he definitely died about 10 minutes ago. Well, 10 minutes before the fight started.
Well, he's fresh.
He's very fresh. And unfortunately, it seems one of this thing's teeth went through his wallet. So his ID's just fucked.
Oh shit.
As is his phone.
Well, shit.
He did, however, seem a bit overdressed for being out in the woods because, well, from what you could tell from the few pieces of him that weren't like covered in slobber and blood, looked like he was wearing a suit or something, like he was a Yakuza or some shit. So it's like, well, not sure what his deal was, but he definitely wasn't here for anything recreational. You don't exactly walk into a Feywild in a tuxedo.
Say, Padma, does this look like something these Desmonds would wear? This
The
kind of
Deslins?
suit? Deslins.
Yeah, do I roll history for that, or?
At a
Definitely
glance, it
overdressed.
looks... To be fair, they've never... The only one you know of the Deslins who might have favored like specific styles of suits were like the higher ups, like the dude whose dick you might have burned off.
That burned off. I went out there with a sushi knife and a beaten stick.
Well, whatever. Burned off, smashed, obliterated, whatever the fuck. Guys like that or higher would probably be wearing specifically tailored suits. This just looks like it could just be one of their mooks. It could just be some other random mafia guy. There's no way to identify it specifically as a Desland employee.
If they've got they're making the pies for all the fingers, it's got to be at least some connection.
Yeah, it might not be one of their mooks, but if nothing else, they might be aware. You don't know because you can't see his like ID or his phone because both are just wrecked.
It might be, it might not be. Unfortunately, our Chimera buddy wrecked them a bit too well.
If that's the case, we might want to make haste to the Stormbinder.
Yep.
But as you guys, so you guys just gonna head towards the place?
Yeah.
I was going to check something with my character.
Oh yeah.
Because I forgot what something I had does.
What you checking?
My top hat.
Ah. The top hat Sneck has been wearing this whole time. But that, I believe, only gives you mage-handed prestidigitation.
Let's see. It gives prestidigitation, minor illusion, dancing lights, mage hand, and mending.
Oh, mending. Oh.
Yeah, that's why I went to look in the first place, because would I be able to use mending on his phone or something?
You can use mending on his entire wallet and the phone, but unfortunately, once you do that and you start oh shit, let's check his ID, the damaged part is completely blank. It can restore the item. It cannot restore what was on the item, like writing.
Oh, okay.
And similarly, it fixes the phone. It's now just a factory model phone.
Well, sweet, a phone.
Yeah, you now have a free phone and part of an ID, along with most of this guy's wallet. And there's some dollar bills in there, but they're like blank in places because you had to fix them with magic. So you've got a leather wallet with a useless ID and a Samsung smartphone, basically.
Nice.
Say, Voltiton, how long have these guys been coming in and out that you've noticed?
Coming in, you mean? They haven't
Coming
left.
Yes, coming
Like
in.
I said, about a week.
About a week.
Well, something doesn't like them trying to get in here, at least.
Well, by all accounts, nothing should really like them getting in here. The local Fey bigwig ain't exactly keen on people tramping on his territory without, at least being hey, we gonna clean it up before we go. And these guys are just kind of wanted in, just been, by my understanding, gigantic dickheads about it. Because, well, if they're leaving this thing around, they probably left other shit around.
And Naku has a medium house in the Goblet now.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, at this point I'm pretty much just following Leo's lead because he has the map.
Yeah, I agree. Let's hurry up.
Vaulty kind of chuckles. If you're heading for the Heaven's Breaker Sanctum, I could show you the way.
Please, because we got into a fair while just following this.
I know. That's what this entire forest is.
Okay, Volty.
Eleanor will be flying for that height view.
Okie dokie.
Okay, Volty, lead the way.
Let me just make sure I have you all gathered up. And between Leo and Voltitum, you continue down You come back past the whole battle site here and keep going this way. And it's about another half hour. So there's probably about a hour 15 minutes left on those treants. As you approach a large, slightly ruined structure, it looks very much like nature is doing a good job reclaiming it without completely destroying all the buildings. But it's very large, hand-carved stone looking place. Kind of like a very Stonehenge vibe all around.
I was about to say like the new dungeon this last patch.
A little bit like Arboretum, yeah. But except it's like, a proper ancient thing, not, a more modern facility like the Arboretum is. So a bit more 1,000 moths of total suck.
Oh, fun.
Not quite that level of no, but that like aesthetic for like plants and shit, kind of. Whatever, insert jungle temple logic here.
The Shrine of the Silver Monkey.
But as you approach, you notice what you can only define as like the effective archway for this thing. Standing out amongst some of the moss is this emblazoned, carved amethyst like sculpture that resembles the head of a dragon. On either side of it are small, you assume to be fairies, because that's about what they look like. That are carved from sapphire. You even see, as he passes through it, you see WOTTyssey tip his hat in respect as he passes through.
Give a light bow as I walk by.
Yeah, it's like a thing that happens as you guys are doing it, so you don't really get a warning. It's just because you guys are, I assume, right with him.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And it doesn't seem like it did anything. It's just like a habit of his, because it's a very much like a reflexive thing on his part.
Can you tell us what's up with that iconography?
That's the Heavens Breaker.
Squints at you.
And on that, that's where we'll end it for tonight.
Squints!
What was it again? It was a large purple thing in the shape of a dragon's head, flanked by two emerald
Two
fairies?
sapphire
Or
fairies.
sapphire fairies.
Big amethyst dragon sculpture.
Squints!
Honestly, it was more just for using the name than anything else.
To be fair, that is a very badass name. I'm glad I came up with it.
Mm-hmm. And, well, where the fuck else you gotta find the lightning controlling weapon?
And I will be right back.
Okay.
And that's actually going to do it for my stream here as well this evening. Thank you all so much for watching. If you aren't already, be sure to hit that follow button and turn on your notifications so that way you know when I go live. I also do announce when I'm going live via my Twitter that you're welcome to follow me at, twitter.com/JinxMcNinja. I do also have my own Discord known as the McLounge. You are all also welcome to join. I will be back tomorrow afternoon starting at about 3 p.m. Pacific time for our first foray into Alphascape Savage, or doing Susaku X as the WOT raid team. Either way, whichever we do, I'll be live at about 3 p.m. Pacific. And until then, guys, peace.